Good afternoon from Sacred Space. It's 2:42 p.m. on the 14th of October 2024. Today is Monday. So it turned out to be a lovely afternoon. It was very overcast and miserable earlier today. And it looks like we might get a smattering of some showers a bit later, but judging by the cloud cover, but it's glorious out here. So I decided to come outside and read us all, because I enjoy them hopefully as much as you do, another love story. Who doesn't want love stories in their life, am I right? But anyway, I'm very tired, as you can probably see by the bags under my eyes. I'm still stopping breathing a fair bit in my sleep, 6.2 times again. I've got to take I've got to either look up the manual. I've been meaning to do it for the last 3 days. I've got to either look up the manual to figure out how to reprogram it, or take it down to the shop and say, you need to increase the pressure. It's no longer, no longer holding me and forcing enough air in to keep me breathing, I guess. It's very annoying because I've been in denial about the sleep apnea thing for 21 years, and I've only been using it for, I think, nearly 4 months now, and I've already adapted to it not working again, as I do, because I'm a stubborn little bastard when I get going, and I really didn't kind of want the treatment in the first place, and now I've kind of gotten used to it. Don't really want to have to go without it again and start that whole process off again. So yes, I'll have to, I should have dealt with it today actually. I'll have to go and see them, I think, tomorrow and get that sorted. Make sure I'm getting the therapeutic advantage that it's supposed to provide for me. Yes, interesting times. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm awake, sort of, kinda. And as I said, it's a beautiful afternoon and I'm in my Sacred Space garden, and Charlie's not far away from me in the grevillea tree. So let us begin reading from the Song of Songs. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. She, let him kiss me with the kisses of your mouth, for your love is more wonderful than wine. The oils of your body are fragrant. The sound of your name is perfume. No wonder the young women love you. Take me with you, and we will run. The king brings me into his chambers. We will delight and rejoice in you, sipping our fragrant love rather than wine. With good reason, the young women love you. Bear in mind, King Solomon had something like 600 wives and concubines, so he was a very busy boy, wasn't he? I am black and beautiful, O women of Jerusalem, like the goat-hair tents of Kedar and the silk pavilions of Solomon. Do not stare at me because I am so dark. 'Twas the sun that shone on me, burning me. My mother's sons became angry with me and set me to work guarding their vineyards, but my own vineyard I did not keep. She, tell me, my love, where do you feed your flock? Where does your flock rest at noon? Tell me, so I do not wander aimlessly among the flocks of your companions. He, most beautiful woman, if you do not know, follow the tracks of the sheep, and let your lambs graze near the tents of the shepherds. O woman, I shall compare you to a mare among the chariots of Pharaoh. Your cheeks are lovely under your sparkling bangles. Your neck glitters with strings of beads. We will make you bangles of gold with droplets of silver. Sounds pretty. I might have a crack at that myself one day if I can gather together enough gold. She. While the king rests on his bed, my perfume gives off its fragrance. My lover is like a bag of myrrh lying between my breasts. My beloved is like a cluster of henna plucked from the vineyards of Ain Gedi. He. You are beautiful, my love. You are beautiful. Your eyes are doves. She. Oh, love, it is you who are beautiful, you who are radiant. Our bed is fresh and green. The beams of our house are cedar and the rafters are cypress. She. I am a crocus growing on the plains. I am a lily growing in the valleys. He. My love among the young women is like a lily among the thistles. She. My love among the young men is like an apple tree among the trees of the forest. I long to sit in his shade and to taste his sweet fruit on my palate. He brings me into his vineyard. His banner of love flies over me. Oh, my beloved, feed me with raisin cakes, sustain me with apples, for I am faint with love. She. Let his left hand lie under my head and his right hand caress me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me by the gazelles and does of the field that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. She. Listen, do you hear? It is the voice of my love. Here he comes, leaping over the mountains, bounding over the hills. My love is like a buck, like a young stag. He is here, standing behind our wall. He looks through the window. He peers through the lattices. He raises his voice and calls to me. He. Rise, my love, my lovely one, and come away with me. The winter is past, the rains are gone, the buds appear on the earth, the time for singing has come. The voice of the dove is heard in the land, the fig trees form their first fruits. Ouch. The blossoming vines give off their fragrance. Rise, my love, my lovely one, and come away with me. O my dove, in the clefts of the cliff, in the secret places of the rock, let me see your face, let me hear your voice. For your voice is clear and your face is beautiful. She. Young women of Jerusalem, catch the foxes, the little foxes who spoil the vineyard. For our vineyard has just come into blossom. My love is mine, and I am his. He feeds among the lilies. When the evening winds arise and the shadows flee, return, my love, and be like a buck or a young stag on the mountain of spices. She. At night on my bed, I sought the one my soul loves. I looked for him, but I did not find him. I shall get up now and go about the city, into the streets and open places, searching for the one my soul loves. I asked for him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go about the city found me. Have you seen him? Have you seen my love? I asked. A moment after they passed, I found him. And when I found him, I seized him and I would not let him go until I brought him into my mother's house and into the bedroom of the one who conceived me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me by the gazelles and the does of the field that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. The woman. Who is she who comes up from the wilderness, surrounded by pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense and all the powders of the peddlers? Look, look well. 'Tis the bed of Solomon, escorted by 60 warriors. 60 of the mighty warriors of Israel surround the bed. Each one is skilled in battle, yet each one carries a sword on his thigh to protect him from the terrors of the night. From the trees of Lebanon, King Solomon had a palanquin made. Its posts are of silver, the headboard is of gold, the cushions are purple wool, and the insides are embroidered with the love of the young women of Jerusalem. Come, young women of Zion, come out, come and look at King Solomon. He is wearing the crown his mother crowned him with on his wedding day, the day of the great joy of his heart. He, my love, you are beautiful. You are truly beautiful. Your eyes are doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats streaming down the side of Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like 2 rows of sheep coming up from the washing. Each one has a twin, and not one is alone. Your lips are a thread of scarlet wool. Your mouth is lovely. Your brow is a fresh slice of pomegranate shining through your veil. Your neck is like David's tower. The strands of your necklaces are placed one upon another. From the beads of your necklaces hang 1,000 shields belonging to the mighty warriors. Your breasts are like 2 fawns, twins of a gazelle browsing among the lilies. He, when the evening winds arise and the shadows flee, I shall return to the mountain of myrrh and the hill of frankincense. My love, you are beautiful. There is no blemish in you. He, my bride, come with me from Lebanon. Come with me from Lebanon. Come, come now. We will leap from the peak of Ammon, from the peaks of Sinir and Hermon, passing dens of lions and mountains of panthers. My sister, my bride, you have ravished my heart. You have ravished my soul, and with one glance of your eye, with one bead of your necklace, my bride, your breasts are beautiful. Your caress, my sister, is more wonderful than wine, and your scent more fragrant than any spice. Your lips drip honey, my love, my bride. Honey and milk lie under your tongue, and the fragrance of your dress is the fragrance of Lebanon. Lebanon, of course, being famous for the tall cedars and cypress, so he's saying she smells of cedar, I think. A closed garden is my sister, my bride, a closed well, a sealed fountain. Possibly she smells of frankincense too. Maybe that comes from Lebanon. It's got me pondering now. Your plants form an orchard of pomegranates laden with ripe fruit and sweet spices, henna and nard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, branches of incense, myrrh, aloes, all the sweetest spices. The well in your garden is a fountain of living waters rushing down from Lebanon. She, O north wind, awake, south wind, rise up, blow on my garden, and let my spices flow. Let my love enter his garden and eat his sweet fruit. He, my sister, my bride, I have entered my garden. I have gathered my myrrh with my spices. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, friends, drink, and become drunk with love. I was sleeping, but my heart was awake. Listen, my love is knocking at the door. Let me in, my sister, my friend, my dove, my perfect one. Let me in, for my head is drenched with dew, and my hair is damp with the night mist. I have taken off my dress. Shall I put it on again? I have washed my feet. Shall I soil them again? My love thrust his hand into the opening in the door, and my insides quivered. I got up to open the door, and my hands dripped myrrh. My fingers were flowing myrrh on the bars of the door. I opened for my love, but he had turned and gone away. My soul fainted when I remembered the words he had spoken. I searched for him, but I did not find him. I called to him, but he did not answer me. The watchmen who go about the city found me. They struck me, they bruised me. The guardians of the wall took my shawl from me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me that if you find my beloved, you will tell him that I am faint with love. The women. Most beautiful of women, how is it that your beloved is so different from other men? How is your lover so different that you would make us swear like this? My love is shining and ruddy. He is the tallest in a crowd of 10,000 men. His head is like burnished gold. Must be a redhead. Oh, no, I'm wrong. His hair is black and curled like a raven's. His eyes are like doves near pools of water, washed with milk and brightly set. His cheeks are like beds of spices, banks of sweet-smelling herbs. His lips are lilies, dripping fragrant myrrh. His arms are like rods of gold set with beryl. His loins are the smoothest ivory, adorned with sapphires. Okay, whatever. I wasn't there, I don't know. His legs are pillars of marble on foundations of gold. He is as wondrous to look at as the cedars of Lebanon. His nose, sorry, I'm worried about my nose. It's a bit red and my nose is doing weird things. Never mind. I'm projecting my own stuff into this love story. I don't feel very attractive at all at the moment with my nose, but it is what it is, babies. I could have hidden it with makeup, but I chose not to. His mouth is full of sweetness. All of him is a delight. He is my love. He is my friend, O women of Jerusalem. Oh, let me just recline a bit now. Oh, Charlie, you coming to Mama? Where are you? Which tree are you in now, Charlie? Are you enjoying your freedom, Charlie? Mama letting go while holding on, am I right? The women. Most beautiful of women, where did your beloved go? Where did he turn? Tell us, so we can help you find him. She. My love has gone down to his garden, to the beds of spices. Discount on pizza, but I think not. I'm fat enough already. He has gone to feed in his garden and to gather lilies. I am his and he is mine. He feeds among the lilies. He, my beloved, you are as lovely as the green fields of Tirzah, as radiant as Jerusalem, as awesome as an army with great banners. Turn your eyes away from me, for they overwhelm me. 60 are the queens, 80 are the concubines. There are young women without number, but one is my dove. She is perfect. She is her mother's only daughter. She is her mother's favourite. The young women who see her adore her. The queens and concubines sing her praises. Who is she who shines like the morning star, as lovely as the moon, as radiant as the sun, and as awesome as an army with great banners? She. I went down to the walnut garden to look at the first fruits of the valley, to see if the grapevine was in blossom and if the pomegranates were in flower. And I do not know how it was that my soul swooned and I found myself in the chariot next to my prince. Chorus. Turn, 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 O Shulamite, dance for us so we can gaze at you. She. And what will you see when you gaze at Shulamite as she dances the dance of the two armies? Chorus. O prince's daughter, how graceful are your feet in sandals. The curves of your thighs are like ornaments crafted by artists' hands. Your womb is a moon-shaped goblet, never wanting for wine. Your belly is a heap of wheat surrounded by lilies. Your breasts are two fawns, twins of a gazelle. Your neck is like a tower of ivory. Your eyes are like the pools of Heshbon by the gates of Bat Rabim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, looking toward Damascus. Come on, Charlie. Your head sits upon you like Mount Carmel. Your flowing hair is crimson. The king is held captive in your tresses. How beautiful you are, how lovely you are. You are love in all its delights. Your figure is like a palm tree, and your breasts are like clusters of dates. I'm thinking I shall climb that palm tree and take hold of the branches. Then your breasts will be as soft as grapes, your breath as fragrant as apples, and your kiss like spiced wine, flowing smoothly, stirring the sleeper's lips to speak. She. I belong to my beloved, and his longing is for me. Come, my love, to the fields. We will spend the night in the villages, waking at dawn to go to the vineyards. We will see if the grapevines are in blossom, if the first buds of the grapes have formed, and if the pomegranates are in flower. There I will give you my love. She. All kinds of precious fruit wait at your door, precious fruit, new and old, which I have been storing for you. If only you were my brother, who had nursed at the breasts of my mother, I could kiss you when I met you on the street, and no one would scorn me. I could lead you into my mother's house, and you would teach me. You would drink the spiced wine from the juice of my pomegranates. Oh, let his left hand lie under my head, and his right hand caress me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. The woman. Who is she who comes up from the wilderness, leaning on her lover's arm? She. I woke you with love under the apple tree, there where your mother conceived you, there where she who gave birth to you conceived you. Set me as a seal on your heart and as a seal on your arm, for love is as strong as death. Indeed it is, my beloved ones. Indeed it is. Its passions are as cruel as the grave, and its flashes of fire are the very flame of God. Many waters cannot quench love, nor can the floods sweep it away. If a man were to give all of his wealth to buy love, he would be laughed at and scorned. The brothers. Let me just sort this dress out. There we go, that's better. We have a little sister, and her breasts are not yet formed. What shall we do for our sister on the day that her suitors arrive? If she is a wall, we will build fine turrets of silver around her. If she is a door, we will enclose her in planks of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers. I have found favour in my lover's eyes, and I am at peace. Solomon, you gave your vineyard at Baal Hamon to your caretakers. Each man had to pay for the fruit 1,000 pieces of silver. O Solomon, I take care of my own vineyard. Here are 1,000 pieces of silver for you, and 200 pieces of silver for those who guarded your fruit. He, my love, you sit in your garden, and your friends hear your voice. Let me too hear your voice. She, then make haste, my beloved, and be like a buck or a young stag on the mountain of spices. The end. Didn't realise it was such a short little love story, that one. It's just delightful. Let's see if we can find another short one. Maybe not. Maybe not. Might have to just end this here, because there's no point starting a really long one, tacking it onto this. Let me see. No, that's a long one too. We've read that one. What about this one? Oh, that's not too long. Okay, so the next story, the next love story is Shiva and Sati, the eternal dance of the universe. And the author of this group of love stories, Diane Volkstein, wrote, in memory of Joseph Campbell and Erlo van Waveren. The creator, Brahma, sat in serene meditation. Around him, in a circle, stood his 10 sons, the 10 world guardians, and Daksha. They watched as Brahma sank into himself, and with each vision, an apparition appeared in bodily form. Then Brahma plunged suddenly into the depths of his own darkness, and to the surprise of the assembly, there stood a young, beautiful, naked woman. She was Dawn. She had a face as round as the moon, glistening blue-black hair, eyes like dark lotuses, and upturned, dark-tipped breasts. The assembly stared at her in astonishment. She, in turn, laughed a soft, rippling laugh, which brought Brahma out of his trance, so that he wondered, as did all who gazed at her, for what purpose in the unfolding of the creation of this amazing apparition might have been summoned. Then a second surprise. From Brahma's wonder, another creature came into being. He was Desire, a dark, strong, splendid youth with beautifully formed limbs and an aroma of blossoms. In one hand he carried a banner with the emblem of a fish, in the other a bow and 5 flowery arrows. As Brahma and his 10 mind-born sons and the 10 world guardians stared at the youth, desire crept into each of them, the desire to possess the radiant woman, Dawn. The moment desire entered the world, he turned and spoke boldly to Brahma. What is my name? What am I to do? Each being flourishes when doing the work for which he is designed. Give me my name, and since you are a creator, give me a wife. Brahma was silent for a moment. What had he done? Who was this creature who had slipped from his being? Brahma gathered his consciousness and brought his being to center. And because he was Brahma, the divine original consciousness, he spoke the truth, even if it meant that his own powers might be lessened. You will wander the earth with your bow, Brahma said, and no creature will be able to escape the aim of your arrows. Your task will be to send your arrows into the hearts of men, women, and gods, causing bewilderment and delight, thus assuring the continual creation of the world. Then Daksha, the lord of the 10 world guardians, said to the youth, your name is Kama, god of love, and your arrows will be stronger than those of Brahma, Vishnu, and even Shiva. You are the all-pervader. We are all in your power. When Kama heard these words, he turned to the gods, drew his bow taut, and let his arrows fly. Intoxicating breezes permeated the assembly. Heavy scents of spring flowers brought rapture. The gods stumbled. They reeled from side to side. They stared at the woman Dawn. They gaped. They groaned. One by one, they went mad. Brahma broke into a sweat. Daksha and the world guardians began to quiver. The quivering and shaking caused a rumbling in the firmament, and in the far distant mountains, Shiva, the ascetic of the universe, was disturbed in his concentration. He drifted toward the love constellation, and when he saw the infatuated Brahma and his gaping flock, he burst into laughter. Well, well, and what is all this? Brahma, have you forgotten that you yourself revealed the laws of the Rig Vedas? The sister shall be as the mother, and the daughter shall be as the sister. The universe is founded on constancy. How can you permit yourself to lose your balance at the mere sight of a woman. At these words, Brahma's mind split in two. He returned to his true being, yet a part of him was still gripped by desire and lust. Waves of heat streamed down Brahma's limbs. Sweat poured down the bodies of the world guardians. From Daksha's sweat, a splendid woman, gleaming like burnished gold, appeared. Daksha gave her to Kama as a wife and called this first wife Rati, which means delight. Well, there you go. I must tell my lovely cleaning lady that when I see her, that her name in Hindu or whatever language the Brahmins speak, not quite sure to be honest, means delight. And true to her name, she is a delight. She delights me every time she comes. She's the sweetest of souls and a beautiful woman and a beautiful soul. And I'm very fortunate to have her in my life, in the capacity she is sent to me by the Islamic Women's Association and the Australian government and by the gods. It's true. I'm not being sarcastic. It's true. At last, Brahma was cleansed of his lust. Shiva then withdrew to his place of meditation. But the sting of Shiva's words did not leave Brahma. Brahma had been rebuked before his holy sons. He burned with humiliation. Why is it that Shiva is not moved by a woman? He fumed. If Shiva continues to remain aloof from all the universe, how will he be able to carry out his appointed tasks? If he remains forever in a rock-like state of meditation, how will he be able to destroy the enemies of the earth when a renewal is necessary? As Brahma came out of his meditations, he saw the young god of love, Kama,